Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 14 of the Trivia 10. Today, we have the runner-up of Season 1 back for redemption in Season 2. Owen, back on the season. How you feeling? How you ready?
Yeah, I'm coming back for blood. I really feel like I had Season 1 in my hands, and I kind of shot myself in the foot there. So I feel, if I don't make the playoffs in Season 2, I might even just have to retire. Like I had to come. I kind of come here with a staple. I have a record on Season 1 with the shortest episode. So today we're going to try to change up things up here. Maybe take a little more time on my answers.
Okay. Well, I do think your Season 1 quiz was one of the easier ones of the regular season. But like I said in the playoffs, you proved me wrong. That I was like, okay, you deserve to be in the championship because you went head to head with Seth, dominated, and you were there until the very end against Doug. But new episodes every Tuesday and Friday as we figure out who's going to be in the playoffs for Season 2. We are at episode 14 now. This is what the leaderboard looks like now.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. So we got Harry, Josiah, Byron, George, Blake's Takes, K Meeks, Gooch, and James Devaney locked in. The season ended today. Anthony and Cam would be in a wild card spot for that final slot. And Sophie,
what the fuck
Ethan,
happened to Alex Coleman?
Yeah, you're going to have to wait and see when that episode gets uploaded. But Alex is definitely at the point where he's going to be begging for the downfall of everyone on the show. So he's really hoping you can really slip up today. Same with Sophie and Ethan, but Alex for sure is in critical territory where he's going to start needing, we have a few episodes left and he needs 4 people to get under him. But let's go ahead and get into this one. Season 2, episode 14. Owen back on, runner-up of Season 1. Question number 1 is doing multiple choice. In what city is Marion Crane a real estate secretary before going on the run in Psycho? Is it Los Angeles, California, Tucson, Arizona, San Diego, California, or Phoenix, Arizona?
Oh, okay. So interesting. Because when you put it up, I immediately was like, okay, she's in Arizona, I think. But so that's where my brain goes. But then it's like there's 2 Arizonas and also 2 California. So it's basically which I've seen Psycho a couple times, but I've also seen the remake.
Psycho.
Yeah, a bunch too. So
I'm pretty sure it's still the same location.
Yeah, I would assume it is, but I also I'm gonna say Tucson, Arizona B. But I'm not 100% on that.
You're right with Arizona, but it's Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes.
Phoenix, Arizona. So you knew right when the question came up, you're like, Arizona's in your head.
Yeah.
It's 50-50. Unfortunately, it was Phoenix. Right. 0 points to start off, but like you said, there's 150 points available, and this was only 5 points.
Yeah.
So now we got an M. Night question. Which M. Night Shyamalan film brought in the most money at the global box office? Was it The Sixth Sense, Signs, Split, or Unbreakable?
It's The Sixth Sense, A.
There you go. Getting back in your wheelhouse with an M. Night question.
I probably would have known this regardless, but oddly enough, to prepare, I was watching, I think it was the Tyler episode or whatever. I think it was that one, but it was something about Wes Anderson and like the money. And I was just looking up people's budgets after that. And I was like, let me look at M. Night's budgets. And I think I already knew this, but I did like literally look at the M. Night box offices this morning or something.
Yep. No, but Sixth Sense is the right answer. All 4 of these are the 4 kind of highest grossing of his career, but Sixth Sense absolutely correct. 5 points, got some points on the board. Now we're back into the stuff you're going to remember from Season 1, general trivia questions where we just need a straight up answer. What is the name of the deity or god that people in Pandora pray to in Avatar?
Awa.
Wow, I thought this one would be one you'd be like, oh man, like, dang it, like I should know this, but
yeah,
I did not expect that one to be just off the rip.
No, I mean Avatar. But it's also thing. It's like I could have been one that I just didn't know.
Yeah, well, you got it right. 15 points. See, this is why you keep proving to me you're a strong trivia soldier. Question number 4 now. What is a quarter pounder with cheese called in Paris?
Oh, I should know this. Okay.
Obviously from Pulp Fiction, but it's also accurate. Like it's actually
yeah. Like, okay, I feel like I'm gonna like say something like close, but it's gonna be wrong. So I'm gonna sit with it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Because 10 points, I mean 150, but 10 is big.
Mm-hmm.
10 is on the playoffs and not in the playoffs. Is it a Royale with cheese?
I don't know where you search for that in your
Okay.
mind.
That was just okay. A Royale with cheese was just in my head, and I was like, this doesn't. I feel like this is wrong. So I was just playing that over and over. And I was like, this is the only thing coming to me.
You're just sitting there staring blankly. I was just picturing like a SpongeBob episode where it's like inside his head and people are like searching through all his files. But yeah, I had to put in a Pulp Fiction question because, of course, Pulp Fiction was the film that sealed your fate in season 1 and ended up being the difference between you winning season 1 and losing it. So threw in a Pulp Fiction question.
I knew it was Royale. I knew that was in it, but I was like, with cheese just sounds too basic. But
nope, Royale with cheese is correct. You're at 25 points now, and yeah, like you were mentioning, Cam saying, the front half is small points, but that only is true if you can get all the back half questions right. We saw James a couple episodes ago get flawless through question 7, but then nothing through 8, 9, and 10, but he's still making the playoffs. So if you do well in the front half, that can still be a big difference maker.
Points are points.
Points are points. Going into question 5. According to the Academy of Motion Pictures, a feature film is over 40 minutes long. What is Stan Brackage's first feature-length film according to the definition by Academy of Motion Pictures? A film over 40 minutes long. Shout out Doug Holler. He is the one who gave me. He's the one who gave me this question.
The problem is like what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Mm-hmm.
It's tough because with Brockage, it's I'm not good with like the dates of those.
And I think you've seen like 68 Brockage films.
That's the thing is most of them aren't features. So Dog Star Man is a feature, right? Anticipation of the Night is a feature, and I would think it would be between those two. And I'm gonna go Anticipation of the Night actually.
Doug, you threw down the gauntlet, and Owen said, "Give me something harder next time." Anticipation of the Night is correct. 42 minutes, because it's still like on IMDb or Letterboxd, it says like short film, but that's why we had to throw in like according to definition by Motion Picture Academy.
I was just like, I don't think it would be different than those two, right?
Well, we are at the halfway point. You're at 35 points, and again, like I thought your quizzing season 1 was easy. I'm trying to make this one tougher, and you're proven time and time again, like you're built for movie trivia. Like it's just you have that in your bag. Now we're going to the first matching game, so this is where things get different.
Okay,
but you were in the playoffs last season, so you're kind of familiar with this type of game.
I'm a veteran at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got budgets and box offices. So we got Knock Knock, Cosmopolis, and Tusk, and we got a budget of $3 million that made $1.8 million, budget of $10 million that made $5.5 million, and a budget of $20.5 million that made $7 million. These are all flops, but of different degrees.
Yeah. So this is interesting because none of these look like they cost $20 million, right? That's the big outlier there. So that's a big number. And I don't think Kevin Smith could get $20 million. Could Kevin Smith get $10 million? Yeah, but none of these feel like 20 mil. Maybe Knock Knock. Maybe that's Knock Knock, which feels crazy, but it does have Keanu. I don't know if Eli Roth would blow 20 on Knock Knock, because I think Thanksgiving cost 15. So if he could have got 20, he would have probably made Thanksgiving by then. This is a good group of guys right here. This is a good group of movies because they're all 20 is tough, and then none of them made money. No, okay. I think Tusk is 1, Cosmopolis is 2, and Knock Knock is 3, which I don't feel confident on, but that is my brain. That is where it's going. So
locking that in.
Yeah.
All right, we got one of them correct. Tusk correct. The biggest budget was Cosmopolis.
Wow.
I feel like you're on the right mind thought process at the very beginning when you think about like which directors could earn a $20 million budget. And I feel like Cronenberg of the 3 would be like the guy to more likely get more money.
Yeah, but it's tough because they're all liminal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, very tough question because they're all low. But, I mean, $20 million in the grand scheme of movies made nowadays is still like on the lower end of a lot of budgets.
I knew Kevin Smith. I listened to Kevin Smith talk. He does not get $20 million. And then it was with Cosmopolis. It was just like, I can't see that being too high. So it was either over the other two.
But 5 points still. You still picked up points. And like you said before, points are points. Going on to the next matching game here. Okay. Rotten Tomatoes edition. Got Donnie Darko, Coraline, and Fantastic Mr. Fox. So we got all pretty highly rated movies here. We got 91 critics, 74 audience, 87 critics, 80 audience, and 93 critics, 85 audience. All of these critics are higher than the audience, but to a different degree for some. The number one is kind of the biggest gap.
Okay. So, I have been watching. I know about the little ratings things on the bottom, right? Mm-hmm. Where my head's going, really, is 1, 2, 3. I know you did that for Kevin, but I don't know. I'm not locking anything in, but that's where my 1, 2, 3, because I would really be shocked if a kids movie had like a low audience score. And Fantastic Mr. Fox, people love that one. It might be, but then it could be like 1, 3, 2. You could flip those. I love Coraline. They did the re-release of that recently. People like that movie. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Going 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Well, again, you got 5 points. It is 2, 1, 3. So Coraline, lowest audience score. I don't know, maybe it traumatized too many people as a kid potentially, but
I did like that was a thought where I was like, this is scarier, but I was like, people like that movie. I mean, 74 isn't bad.
Going on to question number 8, there's going to be 2 correct answers. You're going to get 0 points, 10 points, or 20 points. Speaking of Wes Anderson, Wes Anderson personally received 3 Oscar nominations for The Grand Budapest Hotel, including Best Original Screenplay. What other 2 Wes Anderson feature films were nominated for Best Original Screenplay? So what are the 2 other screenplays besides The Grand Budapest Hotel? 10 for each, and there's 2 answers. And I saw in your Letterboxd, I believe you completed Wes Anderson's entire filmography. So you should have them all in your repertoire of being potential.
Damn, okay. So we figured this out last, my first one. I'm not an Oscar guy, so this is tough. I'm going to just it's not Bottle Rocket. We can, we can scratch that out. What other 2 Wes Anderson? It wasn't. So it's not Asteroid. It's not French Dispatch.
It's not the strategy I think you'd go for, but it's a smart one. The elimination, just thinking of his entire filmography of 11 films, maybe.
It could be Rushmore. That's a thought. Okay. So Grand Budapest is already taken care of. It's not going to be Isle of Dogs. It could be Moonrise. It could be, what's that one called? It's oh man, I'm forgetting the name of a movie that I think it could be. That's not good. The Royal Tenenbaums is what I was thinking of. Could be Royal Tenenbaums. So I got Rushmore. What else does he have? Fantastic Mr. Fox. I don't know if I would say that would be best animated movie. I'm going to scratch that off. The Aquatic Life of Steve Zissou or whatever made a lot of money, which I'm not. I remember not loving that one, but I've only seen it once. That was years ago. I'm gonna go Rushmore and Royal Tenenbaums.
Rushmore and Royal Tenenbaums, locking it in.
Yeah.
Well, you got 10 points. Royal Tenenbaums, correct. Moonrise Kingdom. So Moonrise Kingdom also sounded like it was on your short list. So
I had 3. I had 3 down there, and it was those 3 pretty much.
Great work, though. That was very impressive, just watching you go through his whole filmography, eliminating some, and you got to the point where I think you had 3 or 4 choices left, and 2 of them were the right answers. So perfectly done in terms of your thought process. You're at 55 now, which means you're tied with Sophie in third to last. So you're going to need points still in order to lock in a playoff spot, but we have 2 questions left.
We have my favorite questions coming up. Yeah.
Yep. The first up, we got the killer this season. Ride the Bus. Although Guess the Cast is almost a new killer because the last 2 episodes we've uploaded, we've gotten back-to-back zeros.
I love these. This is where the money's made.
Yeah, I've seen people comment saying doing them 0.1 away from each other is too difficult, but we're not in the game of making things easy. We want things to be interesting here. So Riding the Bus, let's see how far you can go. First movie you have to set the tone. Terrence Malick's The New World, 3.8 on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
Is Thor Ragnarok higher or lower?
Wow. You gotta go higher.
Going higher?
Yeah.
Off the bus on question 1. Lower. I was wondering if you're gonna be able to navigate that one because I feel like that you think I'm trying to trip you up by saying it's higher, but nope, it's lower. It was just lower.
Okay.
Lower all the way down.
Tricky guy.
All right, so you're at 55 now.
Damn.
You need 10 points on this guess the cast to be tied for like the wild card. So you'd be in the playoffs with a wild card with Anthony and Cam. If you get 20 points or higher, you're locked in. You're in the playoffs for sure. If you don't get any points, you're going to have to be waiting. So there's a lot riding on this guess the cast. As you've seen, not the last 2 episodes, the viewers have seen, but the last 2 episodes you've seen at this point, both 0 pointers. So we are some tough guess the casts. So we'll see how you can do. Guess the cast.
All right.
One by one, going to reveal them. First one we are going to be revealing today is Mr. Willem Dafoe.
Oh, you fucker.
Hey, at least it's not Samuel L. Jackson again.
Cue the video of me punching my eyes. All right, Willem. We're going to take this. Willem is literally just alternate version of Samuel L. Jackson. So we're going to take this very slowly. So when I would think of Willem, right, first off, it's probably not going to be a Spider-Man movie because the next guy would give that shit away, I would think. But, I mean, we'll see. He's in we've done a lot of Wes Anderson today, right? He's in a few of those, given all we've talked about today. But it would also be kind of odd that you gave me so much Wes Anderson. He's in Aquaman, but I don't think that's what this is gonna be. He's also in, No Way Home. I don't think that's what it's gonna be. I really like the West End. He's also in he's in American Psycho. What else is Willem Dafoe? Willem Dafoe's also in The Northman, but it's very interesting because he is like, it's like the Samuel L. Jackson thing. But I like to think with these, it's like ensembles. You got to think of ensembles because you have to fill the board. But I love this is the best one. This is the question. This is the trivia 10 question 10 right here. The Wes Anderson thing is tricking me. It's in my head. He's in my head too much. Would you give me all this Wes Anderson and then no, I don't feel like that's, but maybe we'll see. Next question. But let's see. I think I'm gonna go to The Northman as my first guess.
Northman is not correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, people try and figure me out during these. I've been in enough Trivia 10 episodes. I've started figuring you out because Willem Dafoe, I think, is like your second or third most like logged actor in his stats. Because there's been too many times where I've been doing these with you where you're like Natalie Portman, and I'm like, that should be a lot. And you're like, well, I've only seen like 2 with her, and I'm like, well, shit, I should have looked into your stuff more.
Yeah.
But no, Willem Dafoe is one of your most logged actors, so that's why you're between so many. So the next cast member for 30 points, Toni Collette.
So when I think of Toni Collette, I think of Hereditary, right, which Willem Dafoe's not in. I think of The Sixth Sense, right, which Willem Dafoe's not in. Let's go back to my board here. So The Northman's crossed out. Toni Collette's interesting. Is Willem Dafoe in Fargo? Jeez, man. Oh, no.
Remember, you need 20 points for sure safety, 10 points, and you're going to be in the playoffs, But
this thing, I think when watching them all, I think with 2, you should be able to get it on 2. With 2. And Toni Collette, man. Toni Collette. It's here. Like all the information is here. Toni Collette. The Fargo thing, I was thinking of Frances McDormand. That's not what that is. I keep thinking of Frances McDormand, which is bad and is like ruining everything. She's not. The American Psycho's gone. That's gone. But now it's like I don't remember if she was in these movies, and also it's making me think of. I feel like this is like Nemo or something stupid. Oh, dude, what if it is Nemo? That would be such a bad guess too. But I'm only thinking that. I don't know why I'm thinking that. But it may. I can't guess that. I can't guess Nemo. I can't guess Nemo. I can't do that. But again, I keep thinking of Frances McDormand. I don't know why. I feel like it's just not something on my board, which is an issue. It's a big issue because it's not Wild at Heart, unless it is. Unless she just like is in that movie. I don't think it's that. Toni Collette exists in like a weird it's in the middle of Tilda Swinton and Frances McDormand. There's a bubble there that exists. Why is Nemo in my head? Oh, why? I can't. That's not a serious guess. I'm gonna go Grand Budapest, but I don't feel confident in that, and I really hope that I can get a light bulb situation with the next one.
It is not Grand Budapest. Next cast member, Cate Blanchett. Is that oh my god, I should have known it light bulb?
No,
or is that I still have no idea?
That is just in the same freaking thing that Frances McDormand and
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, they are in the same bubble for me. So immediately, what happened when I saw Cate Blanchett, and this is not a guess, but this is I immediately was thinking of Cate Blanchett in Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio as like the monkey or something. But I can't. That's an unserious guess. Oh no!
And reminder for people keeping track is if he gets it here, he's locked in the playoffs. If he gets it on the next one, he's going to be in a wild card in the playoffs unless someone gets lower. If he doesn't get any of them, then he's going to need help. But if he gets it here, the next one, he's safe for the playoffs.
Wow. Cate. Let's just start with Cate. Tar. Not in Tar. None of these guys are in Tar. When I think of Cate, I think of another Del Toro movie, right? Think of possibly A Nightmare Alley. And I feel Nightmare Alley. That is perking an interest, right? Why is that in my head? Okay, it's not Tar. Cate. It's not Carol. Cate Blanchett, are you in French Dispatch? Is it Nemo? No, it's not Nemo. So the only thing on my board right now is Nightmare Alley. Willem. So when you look at his Letterboxd, you see Nemo, right? You see Zack Snyder's Justice League. You see Grand Budapest. I think then you see Nightmare Alley. Wow. I gotta go Nightmare Alley. That is the only. I got
Nightmare Alley.
Yeah,
you got it. You finally got there. You got there with Nightmare Alley.
Oh,
Bradley Cooper would have been next. Could have also thrown Rooney Mara.
I knew it was Bradley Cooper.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Damn.
Nightmare Alley, 75 points, which means you are for sure in the playoffs. You avoided the wild card.
An annoying video.
Well, what you did do in this video, though, is you proved kind of Cam's theory wrong, because in the first half of the quiz, you got 88% of the potential points. You got 35 out of 40. And in the back half of the quiz, you had 110 up for grabs, and you only got 40. You only got 36% of the available points. So you know why? Because I made most of your money in the first half and are going to be in the playoffs as a result.
Weird table turn of events, because when watching these, I really just like blank on those early ones, and I get the later stuff easy. But I think a lot of it has to do with the movies you're picking.
Right.
Have to do with me rather than, because sometimes it's like I just don't know these, and they're like the wins with like A1 stuff like that. That's a very like you have to know that. With like, the later one,
someone who's seen Avatar like once and it was years ago wouldn't
yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm just happy that I got the Nightmare Alley thing, because I was like, fuck. I mean,
you would have for sure gotten it on Bradley Cooper, so you would have been in the playoffs regardless. You weren't going to get a 0, but yeah,
I like that. That's my favorite question. So I wanted to, getting on 4 is rough. You should be able to get on 2 every time.
And at this point, Alex, Ethan, Sophie moved down one more peg, and Anthony and Cam having to do a wild card is becoming even more reality. Right now, Owen's going to be in the playoffs. He'll be back. He survived. That was stressful for you. The first half of the quiz, you dominated. The second half of the quiz got very tough. I mean, I'll be editing this thing down, but right now the recording is 48 minutes long. So this thing will be edited down for the viewing pleasure. But Owen, you got to feel good that you at least are locked in the playoffs. But
I feel
maybe not the performance you wanted.
I feel safe. Playoffs are busts. I mean, I had to make the playoffs, but I was really, I don't know. That was a tough last section.
Well, right now, you and K Meeks are locked in, but we don't know about Doug. He's going to be episode 20. I'm saving the defending champ for last.
That should be fine. the ride the bus is the thing I'm most disappointed. I'm just like I feel like I got at the end of the day I got the question 10, but the ride the bus, I feel like I ran through that a little in last season and getting off. Like you've said before about the stumping people.
75, you're in the playoffs. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday, as we only have 6 more episodes left of this season to find out who's going to be joining Owen and the others in the playoffs. But with that, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.